Good morning, Infinity. It's Rev Jeff here, and I want to welcome you to the third Sunday in November. This is, of course, the 11th month in the year of divine development. We are working toward closing out this fourth quarter in style, and you have squarely landed in the apex of authenticity. You've also landed in what we call the core of consciousness. This is the Infinity Fellowship. We're so glad that you joined us today. I am excited that you showed up today, that you made time in your day, live or on the replay, to pour into your spiritual self in a holistic way. Infinity Fellowship is an independent, interspiritual organization. We are the church for folks who just don't fit in other places. So go ahead and call all your folks who don't fit with you. Invite them to the table today. Let them know that because they're at home, because they're on the road, because they're traveling, because they're in the airport, wherever they are, they can get their cup of coffee, their cup of tea, settle in with their journal, because we're going to be digging deep today spiritually, and enjoy the energy of the Infinity Fellowship. We'll be back in just a few moments to start service. We do this live here, so we like to say hello to you. So I'm going to encourage you, if you're watching us on the good old YouTube, to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because that gives you a notification whenever we're online with any kind of activity. That'll let you know that we are here. We also want you on Facebook to send us up a couple of hearts, send us up some muscle arms, say hello to each other. In just a few moments, we'll begin to generate gratitude, but don't let that stop you right now. As we prepare for opening the way, share something that you're grateful for. Say hello to your Infinite Life Stream family. Say hello to new friends, and just be prepared for a wonderful journey through the next phase of this full to overflowing series. This is Rev Jeff. A few announcements are coming, and if you're brand new, pay attention to that statement of infinitude. That's what we're about it. All right? We'll see you in a minute. Good morning, Infinity. My name is Rev Jeff Obafemi, carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and this is the time that we open our service with the sacred ritual of opening of the way. So we invite you to open the way to the heart, the mind, and spirit with us by inviting you into a brief meditation. Meditation literally is about not just disconnecting from distraction, but connecting with that which is within. We are in a mindful space as well. We know that many of you have things going on in your household. Some of you might be driving, so do not close your eyes, but you can begin to breathe. If you're sitting in the park, if you're on your deck, if you're in the family room watching us on the big screen, whatever it may be, I know there are traffic noises outside, there are dogs barking and birds singing. All of creation is manifesting in some shape, form, or fashion. And so to think that you could just exactly and immediately tune out, it's a big, big challenge, isn't it? So why don't you just tune in? Tune in by breathing. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhaling and exhaling. Continue to breathe something like this. And as you're breathing, I want you, before you close your eyes, to just pay attention to your body. And while next week is Yoga Sunday, we'll be on the mat and be moving. I want to, in this moment, to just ask you to notice this earth suit that I'm wearing, that when I'm taking a deep breath, it's not coming from the shoulders, right? It's coming from the belly. So inhale and exhale while relaxing the shoulders and the neck, releasing any tension that may be in the body. Don't worry about controlling the breathing. It'll get there on its own. Inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe like this, I invite you to close your eyes. By closing our eyes, we allow ourselves the gift of noticing the pattern and the pathway of the breath itself. As it enters through this delightful atmosphere that we have, this delightful dance with nature, inhaling all we need, feeling it fill up our body, exhaling and giving back to nature that which we do not need. Inhaling it as it is returned to us in the pattern. Exhaling in release. Just begin to focus on just that energy. And as those distractive noises appear in your consciousness space, we release them on the exhale. Even as we invite awareness of them into our consciousness on the inhale. With no judgment, with no analysis. Accepting the energy. Giving thanks in this mindful moment as we hear the soft chimes to remind us to call into this moment the gift of awareness of life and gratitude for consciousness. Inhaling and exhaling. traveling in this moment with the sounds that we hear deeper and deeper. With each chime, the inhale grows deeper, pausing gently at the top and matching on the exhale. Seeing and feeling the energy of the color blue surrounding us, entering into our bodies through the inhale, cleansing every single space it touches, healing, renewing, clarifying, affirming that all is well. All needs are met. And now turning the awareness to the place within where lives the still voice of the God of your acceptance and understanding. We invite you to tap into the space of listening in the right now as we bow all heads, open all hearts, and go to Divine Source in prayer. Gratitude this morning, Divine Source, Mother, Father, God, Creator, all wise, all knowing, all living, all loving. We give thanks to you in this moment right now in gratitude for being here at the Infinity Fellowship, for gathering on this infinite life stream. We give you thanks for the conscious awareness of the breath that has set us in the right path for movement today. That movement begins in stillness. And in this still, quiet moment right now, we give thanks for all that you have provided for us today. We thank you that our eyes blinked open from the bed. We may have been tired when we made it. We may have gone through a heck of a journey this week, but we got up this morning. And we got up this morning in our right consciousness. We got up this morning in our right mind. And if we were short of breath at any point, we just align that breath in gratitude. So we say thank you first and foremost for the spark of life that is within us. Thank you for the ability to see beyond the distractive elements that tell us that all is not working for our favor. When we observe things around us, the blade of grass, when we observe the sounds of the birds in the trees, when we observe the ripples on the face of the waters, we know that every single thing is working and moving and living and interacting and dancing in a wonderful connection of life. And this is happening with us right now. We are grateful for this happening in this place of community called Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for those who are responsible for making sure that this broadcast goes out to those who are in need. We thank you for the individual families and individuals that are gathered right now who have come to this oasis to be fed spiritually. We know that something is going to be shared today that will uplift them. Something that is going to be shared today that will give an aha moment. And most importantly, something will be shared today that will make someone be seen in the way that you see them. Divine beings made in your image and likeness. And so as we turn our lens toward those who are needing uplift right now, those who are lying in the hospital bed, those who are lying in the rehabilitation spaces, those who have just returned from the cemetery, we know that you are a great healer. So we speak that connectivity is communicated in the right now. To know that you are giving us all that we need, full to overflowing. And that you know that we know that life loves us, and we agree in this moment that we are co-creators of our existence. And so in our existence, we co-create healing, we co-create prosperity, we co-create alignment, we co-create good relationships that work. We are coordinating, co-creating all of the dreams and visions that you have gifted to us, because in this moment of clarity, we know that we can do all things with you. So we need not to our own understanding, but listen to you when you speak. And right now you're speaking that everything is exploding and expanding for us. That these ideas that are being put into the world at this age in human history are being put into the world so that we can manifest who we truly are supposed to be. That we will move beyond the small social designations of class and race and geography and skin color and orientation and move in the space of alignment with you. And that is that we are all fingers on the same hand. And so we speak that this consciousness is remembered today, that in every single song that is sung, that in every single word that is typed, that in every single QR code that is shared on the screen, that your divine presence emanate from it. And for those who are a part of this service in every single way, may they continue to celebrate the good. We speak this blessing right now, and we pronounce and proclaim it in the names that are holy from all traditions, in the energy and power that we know sustains us in you. We proclaim it as such, and so it is. Inhale and exhale in alignment. We say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. It is done. Let us prepare our hearts and minds for the pouring of libations. As we prepare today to pour our libations, we want to welcome you to this sacred part of the ceremony. This is the final triad, if you will, of opening the way. We begin centering ourselves in meditation. Then we go to the God of your acceptance and understanding. We know that that may come in many shapes and forms and fashions. We're not here to debate that. We're here to reinforce that so that you can see good in your life. The third and final way that we open the way, of course, is through the pouring of libations. And that's when we pour out a little bit of water that represents the living into the earth, that represents what happens
to us when we no longer can be contained within these earth suits. That's what we're wearing. This earth suit is called Rev Jeff. This earth suit has a finite existence. And yet we know that the spirit has an infinite existence. So when we pour out water, we are saying not only remember me to those who have come before, but we are also igniting that powerful energy that exists between those on this side of life and those who are existing now in life after life. Ashe. We say Ashe because Ashe is a proclamation of power. It is also an explanation or an attempt to explain the divine essence that exists inside each and every one of us. It is that essence and that proclamation of power that we affirm when we pour libations. And so as we pour our libations today, I want you to begin to think about those ancestors in your family, those angels, those people who have transitioned to the space of life after life. And I invite you to at least type one name in the chat today that you want to remember. For those of you who are at home, who pour out water at home during libations, we invite you to do that too, or at least begin to call those names out into the atmosphere. Place a hand over a heart and just allow their memory to give you comfort. And as we pour first to the directions and then to the specific names that we want to recognize. Deep breath in and exhale, release. We say as we pour cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. Bless this sacred space for worship, for celebration, and for connectivity, Ashe. We pour to the various directions, beginning with the 4 cardinal points. We pour to the north, that place, that direction of finding who you are and aligning with true north. When you said that you were showing up today, that means that you were a yes. And when you have a yes spirit, your possibilities are infinite. Ashe. We pour to the east in the recognition and remembrance that today is a brand new day. The sun got up today and it did not discriminate. It woke up everybody, regardless of what your classification is or what set you're repping. And it says the same thing to everybody. This is something new. You got a chance to do it again. Don't sit in yesterday because it's a fool's errand. You can't get it back. So be present and be grateful. Ashe. To the energy of the South and the recognition of whose we are and who we are. Grounding ourselves such in tradition, in ritual that is expansive, that is creative, and reminds us of where we are in life, reminds us of where we can be. In this rooting, we are grounded, such that when the wind blows us and the storms may come, we might bend. But oh, it's better to bend than it is to break. Ashe. And to the 4th cardinal direction of the west. This is where we encounter the understanding that darkness comes when the sun goes down on the western horizon. And yet the moon and the stars always come about and come out to give us light. In your darkest moments, may you always experience the light when you need it. Ashe. From those 4 directions, we go to the ground below us, where we root in and we say that we are going to have memory and consciousness. And this memory and consciousness gives us that energy that comes from that direction of the South. And that's that energy to grind, to put into the ground so that we can connect with everything that is connected to everything else, like the mycelial network under the trees, the original wood wide web, as they say. This planetary connection, we are all related. Matakwiasan in the Lakota tradition, to that grounding there, Ashe. To the sky above us, that direction that reminds us, number 6, that our landscape of possibility is wide open. And just like when you look at no thing, you get inspired to do something, we invite you to do something today, to dedicate some time and energy to making sure that your spirit is aligned with our body, because the sky is the limit. Ashe. And to the seventh direction, the place that all the roads come together, we call it Grand Central Station. That's the human heart. That's the heart chakra space, the anahata space, that lotus space that opens up and reminds us that our dreams are here so that we can pursue them in purpose. And we give thanks. Ashe. And from those seven directions, we invite you in this moment to call aloud the names of your ancestors, to go ahead and put them into the chat or to call them aloud. Here in the space today, we want to pour for the Hayes family and the Turner family down in Phoenix City and Seal, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia area, Fort Mitchell, all of that, because those are my folks on my mama's side. And brother Man transition, that was his nickname, but we also know him as Kason Turner. So Hashay to the family there. We also pour to a wonderful ceremony that we had, a celebration of life yesterday that we got to attend for Brother Robert Calvin Daniels, also known as Mr. Bobby, Pops, Bobo. And it was a remarkable, wonderful service to send him off. Wonderful story of transition and growth. He affected a whole lot of people in a positive way, and it was a wonderful way to celebrate him together. Ashe. So in this moment, I ask you to call aloud the names of those ancestors you want to recognize as we pour the next few pours of water. Finally, we speak and pour for the children that are in the womb, those who are in the world, and those who are yet unborn. We say together around the world, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, it is done. The way is open, y'all. We are here, family, in the wonderful place of Infinity Fellowship. And again, I want to welcome you to Infinity. All of our folks who are online, all of our folks who are saying hello, you're already checking in. I am grateful to see you. Good to see you, Courtney. Good to see everybody who's saying hello, Christina. Good to see you, Destiny. Good to see you, Terrence. Good to see you. All the folks who are just saying hello in the chat right now. Now that we're here, we want you to begin to say hello to each other in a very, very powerful way as we remember that we're going to begin to generate gratitude in just a minute. But for right now, we want to welcome you. And as you are generating gratitude and letting us know one thing that you're grateful for, you're saying good morning, we want to first welcome our first-time visitors today. So first-timers, if you're a first-timer to the Infinity Fellowship, how you doing? My name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr. I'm also known as Rev Jeff in the space today, and I am excited that I get to welcome you to the Infinity Fellowship. If you are a first-timer, I'm inviting you to go ahead and say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. This is especially important on Third Sunday because this is when we talk back to each other. We're all going to be having a conversation for today's message, today's spiritual download. Right now, however, we want you to be a part of the service by saying hello in the chat. So if you feel it, we know you want to sit back and chill, but if you feel it, just go ahead and say first time, or just wave your hand, or do something like that, and watch and see what happens. Our people who are online, who have been streaming with us a while, they're going to say hello to you because it's all about community. And that's what we project here at Infinity, and that's one of our spiritual practices. It's community. I also want to give you an opportunity for us to get to know each other. So we're going to put up a slide that has a QR code on it as well. And on that QR code, you will see, or you will get a form, a brief form that will just give us a little bit of information about you. And then we'll send you a card. I love sending out the cards to say hello to people. We'll send you a card. And we know that some of you have been watching Infinity for quite a while. And you have decided in your heart that this is where you want to be, that this is a spiritual home, whatever it may be. There's a box that you can check that says, yes, you're ready to join Infinity Fellowship. And if you are, then we will get in touch with you about our first quarter, which is the start of the year, new members orientation. We just completed a powerful new members orientation and ancient wisdom class, but we're getting ready to do it again. So we'd love to welcome you in. You can also check the box and say, hey, no, not yet. And that's cool too. This link is also in your chat. So as you are in the chat right now, you have an opportunity to pour that energy in as well. And we like to welcome you in a powerful way at the Infinity Fellowship. So put that up or check the squad of the QR code after service. We'll put it back up in announcements at the end of service as well. And in that way, we can stay connected. This may be your first physical time at Infinity, but I like to let you know, as all of us do here, that we see you for who you truly are. You're not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience today. It's the other way around. You're a spirit navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. So we like to send a special greeting to you, and we say this every single Sunday. We like to let you know that we know so much about you because we know the who, what, where, when, and why. So take a deep breath with me. Exhale, let it go. And I'm going to give you the greeting, but in your mind, I want you to know that people all over the world are repeating this same thing. So I want you to see them in your living room, in your car with you, wherever they are, and they're saying the same thing. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will today, that you're not alone. I'm with you. We're with you around the world. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, my friend. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we gonna help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. We're going to say that, and we're going to say good morning to you. Because in this morning, we know that something grateful or something to be grateful for has happened already. So listen, I want you in that chat box right now to not wait. I want you to say, my name is, and one thing that I'm grateful for. I'll give you a slide so it's be easy. It'll be easy for you. My name is, and I am grateful for. All right, can you do that? Because we're going to say good morning. We're going to put you up on the screen. We're going to shout you out so that we can know this gratitude, the chain is real. Lady Kanitha's leading us in. Hey. Yeah. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey.
Good morning.
Grateful for
to
safe
you.
spaces. Come on, y'all.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Jasmine's grateful and thankful for the opportunity to be better today than I did yesterday. Come on through, y'all. Come on. What are you grateful for? I know you got something. Tyrell's grateful for the love and motivation from friends and family. Come on. I'm grateful for everybody here. Hey, Destiny. Grateful for solar return. I'm looking for that in standing ovation, Sister Des. Love it. Hey. Courtney is grateful for joy, laughter, and good energy. Come on, y'all. Hey. Hey. Dr. Tiffany Smith is grateful for my friend Vincent helping me hang artwork and curtains on Friday. Come on, Vincent. Stop on by Infinity. We need some curtains. Yes, Keisha, grateful for provision. Oh, come through. Oh, Jacqueline is in. Grateful to receive my back pay after the government shutdown. And yeah, grateful for communities that encourage me. Angela is grateful for life, safety, and patience. Where is my tambourine? I'm almost ready to go into standing ovations right now with y'all. Christina, I am grateful for life. Come on, y'all. That gratitude is real. Mensa is Mensa, and I feel grateful for the family, friends, and colleagues that love and support me through challenging times. Come on. Count this as part of that support. That energy is in there, y'all. That energy is real. That life is beautiful. That we are coming in this place together. And that gratitude is what it's all about. That is some powerful energy, y'all. And every part of our sacred service is a part of renewing. We are rejuvenating. We are restoring the battery. We are doing all of that. That's what Sundays is about. You know, people say, well, what do y'all do on Sundays? Y'all do? Listen, if one person can come in this door and feel as if they're a little bit down and somebody can remind them of who they are and that they can hear it or feel it in the gratitude that's in the chat, maybe something that keeps somebody from moving into a negative downward spiral. That's enough. That's a win. And everything else is icing on top of the cake. We get a chance today to participate in a very powerful ritual of giving. We call it tithes and offering at infinity. And we go crazy when we see this. And as you see on your slide, it is a way for us to give back. It is a sacred act of alignment with the loving Creator. This is the spiritual practice of giving back to the place where we receive our spiritual food and community. You can give when you're in person at the lockbox at the back of the room. Grateful to the committees that have put things like that in place for us. You can give online via Cash App or PayPal. You can also mail in your check to 641 West Nocturne Drive, and we'll have another slide that we'll bring up so that you can get that when we get to our period of giving, when we actually do it. For those who are practicing tithing and offerings, those who are practicing a giving gift that is in their heart today, listen, it is so powerful. It is such a part of an effective way of moving through the world that we like to make sure that we cover and also expose people who expose them to you, rather, the good that is happening in their lives, and they are here. So one of those such souls is our young brother Tyrell Lindsley, who's down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. He is actually going to give you some of his thoughts on giving and lead us into our offertory period. So we're going to call on into the room, Brother Tyrell, and welcome in Warner Robins, Georgia. Looking good there, brother, as always.
Appreciate you, bro. Just
Good
trying to keep up with you.
Oh, we're keeping up with each other, man. You know,
Yes,
iron is
yes,
sharpening
yes.
iron in this place.
Much
So,
love.
all right,
Much
I'm
love.
turning it over to you, sir.
Thank you for that opportunity. Good morning, Infinity. Good afternoon. Good at all times, because we know we're in a space of multi dimensions in this beautiful vibration that we call infinity. So, whenever you are getting this, hello. Peace and love to you. I'm thankful to be in the space where we can celebrate and pour back into community, pour back into the things that provide so much for us. I'm thankful to be in this beautiful space surrounded by all of this energy, also known as plants. Thankful to be able to celebrate with my family and my community and all of the things that we've been pouring into really for forever, but really since this beautiful thing known as 2020 COVID time is when we came into this space. And I say that it can be beautiful for me because that is the time that we turn to infinity. That is the time where we found this space when there was so much down going on in the world, so much death and unknown. The world was shutting down. This space was amplifying, and my family was turning to it and being uplifted and being reminded that there is still love happening in the world, and that continues to vibrate through us. That's part of the reason why we're able to sit in this beautiful space right now. And so I'm thankful for this opportunity to pour back into this space. I know sometimes that when I hear about tithing, it can be attached to some different vibrations. I went through it for myself. I know for me starting out, it was a little bit of a challenge, and I didn't really know why or what happened whenever this moment would come up during service. And I'd be like, man, I don't got it. Oh man, when I get it. And I'm thankful that even in the message today, the download, the theme for this month is from full to overflowing. And I realized that was part of the mechanism I needed to recognize that I'm actually not giving and not tithing from a space of lack, a space from not having it. I'm tithing from my fullness. I'm tithing from a space of having everything I need. And the more that I recognize and open that vibration within me, the more consistent my tithing has become. And so I'm thankful to be able to be on this journey. I'm thankful to be a representative for you and cheer you on along this way and let you know that it is all good, that everything is working in your favor, that this activity, this action of pouring into a space like this only amplifies your ability to receive and do it more. And so join me and join us around the world as we tithe, as we pour back into this beautiful space. Here at Infinity, we do it in a way that continues to amplify this energy. And one of the ways we do it is through this affirmation that we're going to share. We're going to put it up on the screen. And I welcome you to speaking this affirmation. I know for me, it very much so helped me on my journey. Saying it and recognizing it helped me maintain that energy within. And after that, we have a beautiful song that's going to help you continue that energy and that vibration going through. So join me in that as well. But for this part, it's up on the screen right now. We're going to say this together. We're going to say it loud and proud. And here we go. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good.
Oh, let's give. Let's hear you sing along as we are giving. Come on.
Everything
Wherever that spirit is in your heart,
Everything is good.
go ahead and let's pour in return for that which we have already received. Hey, I've got it.
I've got it.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, I've got it good.
Let me hear you sing it at home. Come on, y'all.
Yourself,
Everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything is good.
Yes, it is.
Everything is good.
Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is.
Everything is good.
Oh, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, yeah. Remind yourself, I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. You've got it good. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Shake a leg, shake a leg, shake a leg. We are so grateful that you have poured in this place, in this moment. Great things are happening at Infinity Fellowship. More things to talk about, more things to share as we are here. But we let you know that we are grateful to be able to align with you. And we are so grateful that you have poured into this place as it is poured into you, as it has been poured into by the Spirit of our Creator, that Spirit of our commonality that is perceived by many different names and yet known by one energy. So we're so glad that we are a giving community, and we have reached the point over the last 11 years where it doesn't have that same sting that we experienced when that traumatic space approached us at various points on our journey around giving. It's not the guilt-based giving at Infinity. It is understanding that all needs are met. So all needs are met, y'all. We've already received it. So let's expect the greatest things. We got a song coming on that in 2026, right, Lady Kanitha? Yeah, okay. We got music being created. We got everything being created. And it's a result of people pouring in and completing that cycle of infinity. Give and receive. It's beautiful. As we continue that energy, we're going to get ready for our message today. But before we do so, we want to make space to know about the great things that have happened for you since last time we got together. This is time for preparation for standing ovations. So again, we're going to be reminded of that in a minute. But for right now, if you have a standing ovation is something great that has happened for you since last time we got together. We surely want to make sure we celebrate it. Many of you have been working through this spiritual practice of making sure that you stay aligned with goals and that you are not distracted by circumstance. So I want to give you this early reminder, and we'll put this link in the chat so that you can go ahead and start turning in your standing ovations so that we can make sure that we can announce those for you, and we can make sure that we send a shout out collectively so that you can have that vibrational frequency of affirmation to carry with you for the rest of the week. That is on the screen right now. It's also in the chat. So standing ovations, y'all. Let's get them going. We love to hear about the good things that have happened for you. Now it's time for us to find out about some of the things that are happening at Infinity Fellowship. So it's time for some highlight announcements. And for that, we'll return to Warner Robins, Georgia, to that wonderful environment that we have down there. Sister Tashana Lindsley and the crew. We got a special announcement period that's going to be conducted by Sister Tashana. So we want to bring her up and say, welcome and thank you. Oh, we got triple T's in here. Y'all go ahead and tell us who you are so people can know.
I'm Talia.
I'm Taylor.
Okay, then Talia, announcements are y'all's. What is happening at Infinity, family?
Take it away.
Good morning, Infinity. I am Talia. It's time for the morning announcements for November 16th, 2025. In preparation for standing ovations, here is your 2-minute warning to get it in at the link in the chat. We want to celebrate your accomplishments, so get it to us now. Welcome to November, the 11th month of the year of divine development. Now that we are squarely in the fourth quarter of 2025, it's time to turn up the commitment to grow and evolve for and beyond. Our daily mantra is I am powered by love and guided by vision. This is the year we continue to develop our personal and institutional infrastructure. So we are grateful for the opportunities to stand as a community for spiritual growth. Say it with me. I am powered by love and guided by vision. Breathe in, breathe out. Before we get to standing ovations, it's first Sunday, so let's get a few highlight announcements to you.
We are excited to announce that November's theme is full to overflowing. Have you ever felt like you were just spinning your wheels on your spiritual journey? That sometimes you feel empty and wonder how to put your spark back into your purpose? This month's instructive and inspiring series is for you then. Rev Jeff will explore how to move from a mentality of lack and baseline philosophy of abundance, with practical thinking and action tools to remind you that all things are working for your good. Take notes, journal, and tune into Infinity with an open heart and watch the change it brings to your journey and community. We are here for Sunday services every week. Here's your reminder that we do meet in person every first Sunday and virtually every Sunday of the month with special activities in between.
Next week is Yoga Sunday. We continue to frame out 2025 with the divine development of our bodies to keep up with our spirits and our minds. Pull out your mats next week and join us for a Yoga Sunday flow. If you are going to be in Nashville and want the in-person Yoga Sunday experience, by all means, join us at the Infinity Center, 641 West Nocturne Drive, and arrive by 9:45 a.m. because service starts at 10 a.m. as always. This is your opportunity to embrace a vinyasa practice that will prep you for the holiday season. That's next week, the world's only yoga church service Yoga Sunday.
Woohoo! All right. Calling all ladies. How do you define the style, grace, and loving presence, positive attitude, commitment to self-development, and embracing of community that people experience when they encounter a woman who goes to the Infinity Fellowship? What does it take to be an Infinity woman? To demonstrate how to pour into oneself, into others you may encounter. These are the topics that will be unearthed at our newest manifestation of our Infinity Women's Retreat. Infinity Women, Wine, and Wisdom. So that is happening Sunday, November 23rd. That's going to be after Yoga Sunday from 1 to 3:30 p.m. in Nashville. This is your last call to register. It is still open. We're going to have panel discussions, guest speakers, gifts, fun, sound baths, and lots of connections with women you see and experience via Infinity Fellowship and beyond. This promises to be an event to remember. And also for our virtual ladies as myself, it is open to us as well. Thank you, Infinity. You can participate too via Zoom. This event is free, but you must register. So slots are filling up quick. Scan the QR code that you see on the link in the chat to reserve your space. This is a 21 and up event for our beautiful women. So make sure you can find childcare. This space is confidential. Go ahead and secure that so you may be in attendance. Again, Sunday, November 23rd, right here at the Infinity Center. And then we'll have a link for you online members as well. It's another mission accomplishment moment at Infinity Fellowship. So we just have to shout out and say thank you to everyone who stepped up in a big way to create and execute our food delivery outreach. We donated and or purchased enough food to cover more than 30 families with 2 community partners, Haynes Middle School and East Nashville Middle Magnet School. We truly appreciate the way this community steps up to snap to the cause when it's needed. Ashe, oh, to everyone who participated. And thank you, Infinite Streamers and online members who also participated in your respective areas and cities. It is muchly appreciated. All right, we have 11 Light with the Linsleys. Tyrell and I are here for you every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is our official midweek gathering, and it's online where we enjoy unpacking the spiritual download and the monthly themes in an authentic and insightful way. Each week, we lead an open discussion for shared reactions, thoughts, and some revelations that come to us via the Sunday morning experience. This experience allows us to connect and have a midweek boost as we are going through our weeks, and a chance to just fellowship with community. A great space, a safe space, a vulnerable space. We've been having some amazing conversations on those Wednesday evenings. So please, if you're in the Band app, make sure to look for that notification so you can join us. Again, each week, brand new start. So here's your calendar alarms to answer the Love and Light call. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Now let's bring back up Rev Jeff and Lady Kenita Carr because it's time for standing ovations.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news, our standing ovation. Yay! We're here. Well, listen, our high energy at IF comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers through during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality. We
Yes.
fellowship with like-minded spirits. Every week, that's nurturing. And if we take what we learn and apply it in our lives, and that's action. And if we do these things, then every week we see examples of progress in our lives. And y'all, that is the proof.
The proof, baby, the proof.
So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of expansion and manifestation. So this is what will happen. When your name is called, please stand if you are able to. Please stand as I read aloud your manifestation. When I finish, though, each person's ovation, we will snap our fingers to celebrate, and then at the very end, we're going to provide a collective standing ovation.
Bam, 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 bam. First, I'm just giving a personal privilege to send a standing ovation to Taylor and to Leah Lindsley.
Great
and to Shauna. Great job, young ladies. Y'all have set the tone,
Sounded
raised
so
the bar
professional.
for doing our announcements. We may have to, Infinity folks out there, you young people, come on, bring them on in. The standard has been set.
Yes.
They don't need training. All they have to do is watch the replay of this Sunday.
Yes.
And then we'll get them into the rotation as well. Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that great?
Y'all did a great job, y'all. Thank y'all to the Lindsley family for being a part of that in there. So our standing ovations to then begin today with Sister Lakeisha and Brother Rupert Try Taylor.
Oh, hi, family.
All right, Taylor family. Try and I celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary on Thursday. Do you know what Thursday was?
Oh,
it was an anniversary.
Was an anniversary.
It was. And you kick it. 21 years.
That's amazing.
Well, how old? You're older. Your marriage is old enough to drink now. How about that? Y'all can go out. It's 21 years old. It's enough fully adult. Congratulations, Taylors. We love y'all. We hope you. We know y'all are having fun somewhere, doing something great and hilarious. So we're sending love to you.
Relationship goals.
Yes, absolutely. Keep that going, y'all. Snap them out in that chat. We're in there. Next is Sister Destiny Muhammad, coming to us from the West Coast. Blessed to celebrate my solar return on 11/14, and always doing something on the next level. The Harpist with the Hood, performing with John and Alice Coltrane's daughter, Michelle Coltrane, on Friday the 21st. We need to let people, we need to fly out to see this kind of stuff. Come on. You better exude a love supreme. How about that?
Yes.
Take some giant steps.
Yes.
See, I don't know about jazz. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I know Destiny and Chris were like, oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, maybe some Naima song in there as well. We love it. So take those steps and hit that. And 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Man, happy birthday, Sister Destiny. Keep shining out there, and just know that when we hear about your performance, those are some of our favorite things.
Yes, yes.
I'm just talking jazz with my jazz folks out there. We just throwing the tight. Y'all know I got a song for everything. It's all right.
Okay.
I think okay, I'll get sidetracked. We got a message to give. Next comes up Sister Latamicia.
Hi, Sister Latamicia.
Zamora Major made all A's and B's this quarter. And Mansa Major is enjoying talent development classes in preparation to test into the gifted program at their school.
Oh,
And both kids, it's going to be something because they already got that energy. Both kids will be starting basketball in January. Hey! Boy, we wish you lots of basketball parenting.
Babies.
I know they're growing. They just, when they came out, now they're just playing basketball, making A's and B's.
Congratulations.
Standing ovation, y'all. We love y'all. All right, we got Courtney Williams in the house.
Hi, Courtney.
Good morning, Infinity family. I wanted to give a standing ovation because yesterday was beautiful. The weather was perfect. Air felt light.
Yes.
And I went to an event hosted by the Black Mental Health Village, a brunch fundraiser. And y'all already know I love me some brunch. Yes. If you ever need tips on brunching, go to Sister Dr. Courtney Williams. But this wasn't just about food. The Black Mental Health Village has truly become a movement in our community. Their vision, their purpose, their heart, it's powerful. And every single time I go to one of their events, the energy is just right. Good people, good connection, good spirit. Yesterday felt like a family reunion in the best way. I didn't have to be on. I didn't have to be the expert or professional or the person holding space. I got to just be. What a gift. Surrounded by family, by folks doing meaningful work, by people who care about mental health in our community as deeply as I do. It filled me up. I'm still riding high today, so I wanted to honor that, honor them, and honor how good God is for giving us spaces where we can breathe, be poured into, and feel held. Absolutely.
Yes, Courtney.
Renewed.
That's
Courtney is a mental health
absolutely
professional, so to
amazing.
receive the renewal in various places that will allow you to go out and help people and take time for yourself, by all means. That's what balance is. Congratulations, Keisha Cunningham.
Hi, Keisha.
I've been waiting on this standing ovation. Keisha, you've been holding out.
Keisha.
I am in the movie Karen Kingberry's The Christmas Ring
What?
in theaters everywhere. Wow. We did that reverb in theaters everywhere. Kai, can you give me that reverb? Can you give me that reverb sound? Ready? We're going to try it. That sound I get when I play my flute.
Oh, Lord.
The Christmas Ring. I know. We're going to try it. I think it's that.
Okay. Dun.
Karen Kingsbury's The Christmas Ring in theaters everywhere. Keisha Cunningham, the star. The Christmas Ring in theaters everywhere.
Come on, boy.
In a world where Keisha Cunningham is an actress. Okay, fine. Take it out, Kai. I appreciate it.
Yes,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Congratulations. It's everywhere. She is a long, talented sister. And we're just so glad that you're going to be on the big screen. How many Infinity folks do we have big screen
I'm
alumni?
just saying, because we saw on 911, we got our own in-house superstar too.
You're going to shout. Okay, here we go.
Keisha.
Let me do this. A project I'm a part of, Keisha says, streaming on the Faith Channel, called Broken Kingdom, is now available, as well as a commercial for Bretsy Inhaler that is airing right now. In other words, I'm on TV and on film. That's what Keisha's saying. Congratulations, Keisha. We're snapping for you. Congratulations, Alicia Hamer, who appeared on Nashville 911.
911.
And people kept saying, I know her from somewhere.
She's famous.
She's famous.
That's what we are.
So we got that.
We got a
Speaking
lot
it.
of famous
And
folks.
I'm going to shout out Bobby Daniels because I
At
first met Bobby,
Infinity.
who played the mayor in the movie Second Chance that was
Yes.
filmed almost 20 years ago. And I
Yes.
co-starred in that with him. And he transitioned, and the stories were told yesterday about all he brought in the world. So look, artists are here at Infinity like
tons.
leaps and bounds, y'all. And
Yes.
it's so great to see. We got to do some big collaboration when we have a place to fit, and we want to get that into the world. We're going to just stack it up. Okay, so I see that a couple of registrations are coming in. So the JOT
good,
form,
good.
we want to make sure it's working. But if it's not, please let us know.
And
For the
Infinity
women's
Nashville, if you
Infinity
want to,
Nashville at
just
gmail.com.
say
You
that
can
you're
let us
coming.
know that. And let us know you're coming if you can't get through with the ladies. I think yet so many people have responded.
Yeah, we've got-
There are well over 30 registrations,
Yes.
so it may have broken the form. I don't know what you think. The ladies
I
event
don't know.
may have broken the form.
It's just exciting. I
It
can't
is
wait
exciting.
to see you all on Sunday.
And ladies, if you register as a shout out and standing ovation, you get to have a preview, sneak peek of what is making people scream when they turn in at 641 West
True
Nocturne
that,
Drive.
true that, true that,
We have
true
some
that.
improvements that have
Yes.
taken place here at Infinity
Yes.
Center. We appreciate you on first Sundays. You know that the place has become full to bursting.
Yes.
But we will want to let you know that we have overflow set up now
Yes.
in the lobby,
Yes.
where in case it gets really thick in here, you have overflow where you can still participate in service right here with us
Yes.
in the elongated room with the big monitor. And we also have extensive and growing parking now available.
Yes,
So shout out to the crew, Harris Construction, who have been here the last 2.5 weeks working on all of the growth that you see happening at Infinity because of this community, what we do. We don't take it for granted. We are really taking this divine development to the next level. Okay, what do we do?
Oh, and can I also,
yes.
I still want to say thank you again for how Infinity, you all showed up. When we put that call out on that first Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
we had a turnaround that is in the spirit of Infinity. And we're talking about that next Sunday, we're packing boxes. And the next day, we are delivering those boxes to
Yeah.
feed the families. And the schools were so thankful and grateful for this and having our longstanding partnerships that we'll be able to go forward with. But I just wanted to say thank you, Infinity, because we showed up.
Showed
Y'all
up.
showed up and
Showed up.
showed out. Everyone helped and participated. So kudos, Infinity. We're doing a doggone
We
thing.
do the thing. When you operate from that place where you're digging deep in spirituality, again, you're moving it into nurturing, which is also about what our download is going to cover in terms of what we are able to put in the world today. And then you put action to it. It doesn't take you 6 months of planning. It doesn't take you 10 years of planning. We, within 48 hours, had everything we needed to
Yes.
accommodate the families that we could serve here.
Yes.
So wherever you are, I say this online too, community organizations, if you don't go to a church or you don't like the theology of a church or you don't like the people in the church, whatever it is, nothing can stop you from even calling a few friends together. If you have your brunch bunch, if you have your social group, if you have your party group, your fraternities, sororities, organizations, listen, wherever you are, that you can find alignment with people who want to do good, by all means,
Good
do
can
it.
happen.
Good can happen. It's in you.
It's
So
there.
congratulations and thank you for
Yes.
all of you, to all of you who helped us through this community that has been blessed with the infrastructure to partner with communities that have the families who are in need accessible and available. But if not, cast down your buckets wherever you are, as Booker T. Washington would say. You know, there's always an opportunity to do good in the world. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right. How do we celebrate?
All right. So if you shared, please have several seats while the rest of us, wherever we are, going to stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation. Okay? Here we go. applause too.
How about that applause?
That applause sound just
It's not quite exactly what you get when you're in here, because in here it gets deafening,
Man, it's great.
but it's beautiful.
But that's good.
Y'all keep up the good work. Again,
Yes.
Stand Ovation is literally about the rest of the community adopting the spiritual practice of cheering for things that happen good for other people. Because if you can cheer and celebrate for other people, guess what the universe hears from you?
Yes.
Oh, you're ready to be blessed too, right? But if you say, can't stand that everything is happening, you're going to get more of an abundance of that.
Yes.
We fix that.
Yes.
Celebrate joy,
Yes.
even when it's people
Celebrate.
that you may not like.
Yes.
The universe shined on them. The sun shone on them this morning, the same as you. So no preference. So love is love. Vibrational alignment is real. All right, let's do it. Thank you, Lady Kanitha. We're going to come back in a minute. As we prepare for today's message and download, I'm going to invite you to sing along with me in a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and do today's meditation. Today's meditation comes to us from one of the great writers in literature, the author of Brave New World. And I think it's particularly apropos, if you will, that we start having this conversation today around what we achieve and how we go about achieving it. Aldous Huxley writes, "We are so anxious to achieve some particular end that we never pay attention to the psychophysical means whereby that end is to be gained. So far as we are concerned, any old means is good enough. But the nature of the universe is such that ends, they can never justify the means. On the contrary, the means always determine the end." Deep breath in. Deep breath out. The means always determine the end. How you approach things, how you start things, is how you finish. Let us turn our attention and intention to the spiritual download today. Today's download is all about a high C punch. How about that part? And to get us in there, we're going to sing a little bit. So I'm going to invite Lady Kanitha to go ahead and start this song out. And with us and with me and wherever you are, I want you to join with us in singing this song. It's one of the good old songs of the church. We love to sing it here. It also speaks to a certain mentality that we want you to embrace here. We want you to take a deep breath in and a matching exhale of release out. If you'd like to close your eyes, by all means, close your eyes. But I want you to think about that highest plane of spiritual consciousness, whether it's your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, wherever it might be, whatever floats your spiritual boat. And we open the doors to spirit by singing, "Come and go to that land. Come and go to that land. Why don't you come and go to that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound? Why don't you come and go to that land? Come and go to that land. Why don't you come and go to that land where I'm bound? Oh, I got peace in that land. I got peace in that land. I got nothing but peace in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. You know that I got peace in that land. I got peace in that land. You know that I got peace in that land where I'm bound. Oh, all of my people are in that land. All of my people are in that land. Say that all of my people are in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. I said all of my people in that land. Said all of my people are in that land. Whoa, all of my people are in that land where I'm bound. Y'all, don't you wanna go to that land? Don't you wanna go to that land? Yeah, don't you wanna go to that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound? Y'all, don't you wanna go to that land? Don't you wanna go to that land? Yeah, don't you wanna go to that land where I'm bound? Oh, where I'm bound. Yes, yes, yes. As we get in there right there, or we are in that space, I'm going to switch over my microphone and
Make sure that I have some clarity there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Can we hear us? Are we good, Kai? Good sound? I'm coming through. Thank y'all. All right, and Smooch is going back and forth on this. She's doing a great job of keeping up with us in our movement and variety today. For this brief message, this brief download that is coming. I love what Aldous Huxley was talking about in this quote, Lady Kenitha, because we had this conversation around, does the means justify the ends? And that means that so many people are focused in this world on getting anything and everything they can, however they can. So the pursuit of material wealth, of riches, that is built very much on a pyramid, where the very few at the top make all the money, and the people in the successive rungs down at the bottom do all of the work. It is a model that many economists and other anthropologists and people who are historians will tell you that it's a model that is exploitative, and yet it is something that we cannot help but to pursue when we think about wealth, when we think about what we achieve. There's a way that we can definitely build wealth and abundance. We want everybody here to be in a place of wealth and prosperity and abundance, as it is holistically defined. We want you to be healthy and wealthy mentally. We want you to be healthy and wealthy spiritually. We want your family to be connected and healed and strong. We want you to be moving and moved through trauma and not being trapped in the past, which you cannot fix. So we want all of that to happen, and at the same time, we have this get rich or die trying mentality that makes it so that it doesn't matter what you do to get to the top, as long as when you get to the top, you try to do good to fix it. And Huxley points out that that's not the case. What you do to get to the top is exactly going to determine the end that comes to you. So I want us to think about that. And as we think about that, I want us to think about the path that we can use to move through, the energy that we can manifest, that we need to move through to a state of higher consciousness, even as we see things manifest in our lives. Take a deep breath, sit up a little taller, bow your head. Divine Source, we give thanks in this moment. We give thanks today for an opportunity to explore, to interrogate, to unravel, to unpack, to deconstruct, and then to build around this energy of being full to overflowing. And so we appreciate all that you will deliver to us through us. We speak that someone who is at home will feel this message in their spirit in a way that will activate them toward manifesting the good. And so it is. Amen and Ashe. When we talk about being full to overflowing, last week, for those of you, I appreciate the responses to last week's message, because last week's message was very visual. And we had the skewered glasses on, right? When we're talking about the negative way that we see the world. And then we put on the brighter glasses, if you will. The brighter glasses tell us that we can change our perspective. Many of us move through the world with a deficit vision. And that deficit vision is we're always trying our best, no matter how hard we try, to manifest something that Einstein pointed out. You know, there are some people who are so negative that they have a solution to every problem, or they have a problem to every solution, right? The natural way is to have a solution to a problem, but some people are so negative that they have a problem for every solution. And we talked about that. We've been moving through that. When we're talking about being full to overflowing, there are certain premises that we want to just put into the chat. Again, this is If Teaches, so we're going to have a brief moment where you'll be able to share a question, or in real time, if you have a comment that comes up, we'll put the comment on the screen. We really want you to actively participate in this moment of spiritual growth and awareness. And it's around the concept of a high C punch. I don't know if you ever had to drink high C punch. High C punch. Did you have some high C punch? You see, when I came up in my day, High C used to have these various commercials, and they would get you to buy this drink. When I went into the store, I was in that transitional period. We went from aluminum cans from Coke bottles to aluminum cans, from aluminum cans to the plastic bottles, to the juice packs. Yeah, the boxes. High C was a punch, and it was spelled H-I-C. And they called it High C probably because the marketing was good, but because it had an abundance of vitamin C. You could get your daily dose of High C by drinking High C. So you had the maximum amount of vitamin C, and that's how they figured it out. They said, if we sell this drink to people who are wanting a boost of their immune system, we want a boost of their awareness and attentiveness, they want a boost of everything that vitamin C gives us. And there's a vitamin C comparison corollary with Infinity, because I gave a message on vitamin C this year earlier. Go look it up. When we talk about vitamin C, however, all of that was put into the drink. Now, they also put more than an unreasonable amount of sugar in High C, too. That fruit punch, you could blow a bubble with that joint. You drink a little High C, that thing was like bubblicious. But when we had that, they had these commercials, and one of them was a diving board. This little kid climbs a diving board, and he's terrified to jump in. So he comes down off the diving board, and he has a boost of High C. And when he has a boost of the High C, he goes back on the diving board, and he bounces. It's the high board. He bounces like almost into the stratosphere, and then he comes down with all of these tricks, and he just keeps on tumbling. It's amazing. So the connotation is vitamin C is going to give you this. I always, looking back now, say, I think it was probably the sugar, if anything else, that did it, because he was sugared up too. That vitamin C was sugared up. But it gave him the boost to do something that he, beforehand, he did not do. So that boost of High C was able to give him the strength and the courage to take the dive. Now, when I'm talking about High C today, when this term came up in consciousness and meditation, it was less about the drink and more about the persona. So High C is for creator. So just as the High C drink gave this kid a boost that allowed him to climb to a height that he was afraid of, and then supersede that height, and then not only dive into the water full head on, but to do tricks on the way down and to spin with ease with this superpower, the High C creator has the ability to do the same for us. The things that we fear, the heights that we fear going to, the obstacles that we fear overcoming. If you get a boost of High C creator in you, then you recognize that not only will you be able to achieve those stairs and steps, but you will be able to launch yourself and your calling into the stratosphere. And when you are diving in head first to those things that you are supposed to be diving into, you're not only going to do it with grace, but you're going to do it with style and power. The process and the pattern is there. In one of my books that's online, Leave God Alone, He's Tired of You Bothering Him. I'll unpack the pronouns because she's tired of you bothering her too. It's because when we have this gift to pronounce things in the universe, when we keep going back and pronouncing the same thing over and over again, we're actually stymieing the ability for the universe to find its way to connecting that because we're operating out of doubt and lack. Big C, high C creator, has a process. In that book, I talk about it. Thought, speech, chaos, order. We do this a lot at Infinity. Old timers, put it in. Every time you meditate on it, it's brand new. Yes. Thought, speech, chaos, order. Throughout faith traditions, this concept of a thought, which is the end result, but is conceived and perceived through the atmosphere of no thing. This no thing becomes something, and that is the thought. When it becomes a clear and clarified thought, we have the ability to say, let there be. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm here for. I am here to appear in a film. That is something that I've wanted to do, Sister Keisha. I am here to advance Black mental health, Sister Courtney. I am here to build a new facility. I am here to build out a new business. I am here to manifest a relationship that I love in life. All of these things are now in the speech phase. Now, the third part of that God gives us in creation, from thought to speech, is the part that makes people uncomfortable. It's the chaos. Because the chaos is what must take place in order for you to see change in your life. If those of you who are on your journey to make your earth suit stronger, if you think that it comes without chaos, I'm here to wake you up. Spirit's here to wake you up today. It's going to be chaotic to get up and do those 1-a-days and those 2-a-days. It's going to be chaotic to go through that refrigerator and throw out all of the stuff that you're used to snacking on all of the time. It's going to be chaotic to introduce water into your body instead of high C punch 3 times a day. Yes. It's going to be chaotic to find the right vitamins and minerals to put in your body to help you. It's going to be chaotic to change what you do in a daily basis. It's going to be chaotic to lose some of the people who want to keep you trapped in a negative state. It's going to be chaotic. But guess what? When you're operating knowing that the Creator operates in this pattern of thought, speech, and chaos, then just like that ordered thing, whether that's all of creation that we receive and we review and we see every single day, or in our lives, seeing that thing that we wished for, that we worked for, that we spoke, that we put action into, that we went through and survived the chaos around, it is a divine feeling of manifestation, because the secret is that just like we have the high C creator, that divine essence is inside of us right now. You're the small C. Somebody say, I'm the small C. Somebody want to put that in the chat, because I'm going to turn to this chat in a few minutes and see what your observations are. Here's what came to me in observing and listening to what this means to be a small C creator, connected infinitely to that same power that created all creation. We are at a point in history where humanity could be perceived to be at risk of capitulation to its own creation. To capitulate means to submit to give in to. We are at risk of capitulating to our own creation. Let's dissect that. Let's interrogate that. Thank you for date night. A week or two ago, got recommended to see this Guillermo del Toro film, Frankenstein. It's a new Frankenstein movie out, y'all. And of course, with del Toro films, whether it's Hellboy or my favorite, Pan's Labyrinth, he tells a story extremely well. And he retells this story of Frankenstein. And in the unpacking of this, we think of Frankenstein and we think more of Lurch, the Addams Family or something like that. We think of just kind of like this mindless monster, green monster. What's the, it wasn't the Addams Family. Was it the Addams Family? No, it wasn't. It was, what was Herman Munster? The monsters. That was the monster. So you think about this body put together, screaming and killing people, and yeah, can I be? You destroyed me, master. All of that Igor. What will I do to throw the switch, master? We have all of this. He unpacks this in a very powerful way, and I do recommend the film. It's a great story, and it's on Netflix now. It interrogates, without going into the story too much though, the power that exists when someone gets obsessed with recreating that which is beyond their ability or their realm to create and explore. Frankenstein, or Frankenstein, however you want to pronounce it, he actually creates a monster. And what destroys him is not what people think about him. What destroys him is not his job and his profession. What destroys Frankenstein is his own creation. Do not let your own creation destroy you. And again, I want that to sink in. Frankenstein was not destroyed by what is perceived to be a monster. In this retelling, it's different. He creates his whole human being from different parts. And then once it has its own life, it demands more out of the creator. When we're talking about little c creators, we are big C creators. Hang with me on this, because again, this ain't for entertainment. This is for you to be enlightened and understand what this is coming from. The creator, big C creator, high C, creates an entire universe and gives us every single thing we need in it to survive. And it is our nature to do so, to create from there. But instead of being able to create things that admonish, that acknowledge, that affirm, and align with larger creation, the mistake that we can make as human beings is we begin to create our own mini universes by which we are the creator and everything else is the creation. Stay with me on this. This is where we began to say, I'm going to create my own little ecosystem. I'm going to be the creator. And then I'm going to have every person, place, and thing that I place in this be a part of my creation, where I am the God and they look up to me. Right? This is what Frankenstein was doing. He was actually trying to recreate life. He succeeded. And then it turned against him. We don't like the way we see the world? Let's get us some virtual glasses to enhance our reality. We don't like our current reality in our relationships? Let's find a game that we can play online where we can create a family for ourselves. We can get us a wife, and we can get us a husband, and we can get us some children, and we can get us a business and profession. And then we're angry when we lose our job because we spent more time using the work computer to explore the virtual world than we did filling out our reports in the real reality. We create, in order to keep us from having to think and work, we create artificial intelligence, which has its benefits. And yet, we become a slave to it to the point where we no longer want to think. And teachers have to come up with ways to keep children from overusing it so that they don't handicap their brain processing power for life. The creator makes a creation, and it can be at risk of destroying us. Because now we're reaching this point where we have obsession with everything we can do that escapes the reality that we live in. AI is fun. Have you ever seen an AI photo where they doctor up the photos and everything like that, and they put you in superhero clothes? It's fun. It's fun for games. When you go through a profile, and every profile, everything is AI doctored, that communicates something. The person may not feel good about themselves. That what they put online is how they want to be perceived because they don't feel good enough about how they're perceived in reality. This is surgical work today, y'all. This is the work of healing. That's what we do on third Sundays. So we have to begin to get down into the trenches to say, how can we align what we put out in the world with how we feel about ourselves as little C creators? And when we're not talking about drinking high C, whether it's a liquid or high C creator, we can also talk about another kind of punch, because God is giving you a high C punch today. God is just jabbing you. He's not crossing you. Now, she's not crossing you. It's not crossing you. It's not doing anything. But God is saying to you in this moment, I love you enough to give you not a cross, not a hook, but just a little bit of jab. So Spirit is jabbing you right now. And I want you to take these jabs as a wake-up call to say, hey, Big C Creator is saying, I am creating you so that you can multiply the gifts that I have given you so that I can still be in the picture, so that you can be in alignment with the universe. I'm not waking you up so that you can detach from the very things that feed you. We're bringing you back. It's a loving nudge. It's a playful jab. It's a wake-up call to tell you, put your dukes up. Let's get into this thing. So when we talk about reality, which is, we're going to agree that today is reality. Yes. We're going to agree that I can put my hands on Lady Kenitha, that she does look exactly in person the way she does look on camera, that love me or not, I do look pretty much like I do when you see me in reality. Okay, good. And if I don't, there's a filter for that. We use the infinity filter, the infinite filter, where you have this infinity looks good on you kind of understanding. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 things. I want you to write these things down. If you have a question, of course, put them in the chat. If you have a comment, we'll put it up on screen. First thing we have to do if we're going to operate with a boost of understanding of us being small C creators, we have to accept who we are and why we are on this earth. Accept who we are and why we are on this earth. I do not mean arrogant acceptance. Arrogant acceptance, you hear that in people making excuses for not changing. Well, this is just the way I am. Well, I can't help it that God made me this way. Well, this happened to me as a child, so I'm always going to struggle with that. Yes, you are. You hear that? We have to be willing to accept who we are and why we are on this planet. If you're here to do something special, everyone here who decides and remembers that they're here to do something special, I'm talking to you. Everyone can be extraordinary. Yes. It's a lie that a few are going to be exceptional. That's part of that pyramid scam. The few are exceptional, everybody else works for the exceptional. No, that's not how we float around here. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, you're exceptional. If you're here on this stream right here, you're exceptional. And the exceptional is within you. Why? Because the divine stuff that fills you up makes you a little C creator with the exact same process. What are you thinking about? What are you speaking into the world? What chaos are you willing to indulge in and embrace to get to that ordered thing, which is that original thought? It's just a process. This is a process. So accept who we are on this journey and why we are on this earth. Second thing, I want you to accept that your mission immunizes you from being at the mercy of other little Caesars. Little Caesars. Accepting your mission immunizes you from being at the mercy of other little C's. See, there are other people out here who use this gift of creation. They'll start a business. They'll start multi-level marketing. They'll start an organization. They'll do all of that because they feel confident in what they're doing. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a great thing for you. But if you are not accepting your own mission, then you are susceptible to being used as a pawn in other people's games. Ever had that feeling? Why am I in this relationship? Why are you still in this I don't know. I don't know. It's just something to do. Well, why did you get up? Why did you go to work? I don't know. I just, it's what I do. That is someone who has not accepted a mission that they have on this life and purpose. And so because of that, guess what? You're going to clock in when you need to clock in. You're going to show up when you need to or not. If you find something that happens to you that's an obstacle, you say, oh, well, you give up. And then you reach a point where you're older and you walk through life with regret. No more regret. No more regret. No more regret. Somebody put that in the chat. No more regret. I accept my mission. And did you know that there are people out here who don't know why they're here, but in the meantime, they're going to mask that by focusing on recreating you? This is the human ego. I'm not sure why I'm here, but I'm going to mask that by being the fixer of everyone else. You have everybody who life seems to be in a shambles, but they always got a suggestion for how you can make life better for you. They always got some advice. Here's what you need to do. I used to have that happen to me a lot in professions, in theaters. I had people who, they enjoy the production, but they come in and say, you know what? This would have been better if you would have written this character and you would have had him tied to the lady who opened the door. Because when I saw the screen door, and then they go into an entirely different play in their own minds. And you say in grace, thank you very much. I appreciate that's a good thing. But inside, there were moments where I said, you just need to write that play because that's not the play that you saw. And you need to spend those 6 months of research that I spent in that play. And you need to spend those lonely nights when I was wrestling with a character speaking in my brain, doing what it wanted to do and not what I wanted to do, and to reconcile that for the sake of telling the story. That's it. But there are always people who mask that they don't know what they're doing by critiquing and reframing what you're doing and fixing who you're doing. And that's what we have to be mindful of. But because of that, the ends and the means, right? The means and the end, we've got to move forward with confidence as if we have been given a mission. You have been given a mission. You have been given a mission. Somebody type that. I have been given a mission. I have been given a mission. I have a mission. I am on my mission. You're also at risk of people inserting themselves between you and the God of your acceptance and understanding. As if God did not make an agreement with you before you got here. Lady Kenitha gonna start interrogating everything I'm saying right now in a minute. I'm almost through to the end. If you got an interrogation, go ahead and put it in the chat. But there are always, remember what I said, there's always people out there who are going to insert themselves between you and the God of your acceptance and understanding as if you didn't have this mission before you even met them. And it's okay. Spiritual teachers, gurus, master teachers, they're there to help guide us in the path. The litmus test is, will they insert themselves, or will they require you to go within to self-interrogate? Will they require you to go into a quiet space, or will they require that you continue to listen to them, that you continue to get instructions from them, that you continue to get their interpretation of life for you? You must be able to turn within. One of the final things that I'm going to give you, and then we're going to get it open. We'll take a few minutes out. We're on great time, y'all. We can do this. Work toward a vibrational frequency of joy in creation. Somebody can just type, there is joy in creation. You see, you've been given this gift of being a small C creator. There's joy in that. And what I've come to know as truth is, when you find yourself in a low place, when you find yourself in a place where you're unsure, then when you find the stillness space, you can create beauty in that space. That beauty may be writing, it may be singing a song, it may be speaking something good into someone's life, it may be going in the kitchen and cooking. Some people are stimulated by cooking. Some people say, I wake up, I feel like cooking some cornbread today. It's creating because it moves your vibrational frequency forward. When you find yourself stuck, find a portal that you can create through, because it will remind you that your vibrational frequency is that of a creator and not someone who sits by and lets the world pass them by. I am a creator. I want you to put that. No, one thing that I've got there, Lady Kenitha, it came in yesterday and it was beautiful. Y'all are going to hear me say it ad nauseum, so get ready for it. I'm going to keep saying everything needs to be said until it sticks and you see fruit in your life. That's what I'm here for. That's the agreement I made with the God of my acceptance and understanding and my ancestors. And she/he will not let me off the hook if I do anything else. Yesterday, when we attended Mr. Bobby Pop's ceremony, they said that he had a saying, no bad days. If I'd have brought the program, I would have read that meditation he used every single day, that affirmation. But he said, no bad days. When they would ask Bobby, yeah, how you doing today? He said, my father told me I'd never seen God create a bad day. So there are no bad days. I want y'all to share it with me. This will be the moment in history where we started saying that at infinity. To say no bad days. 3 words, no bad days. No bad days. Did the sun wake up half cold? And there may be some rain out there, but ask the grass how it felt about it. Ask the flowers how they felt about that ground, that ground getting saturated. Ask the rivers how they felt about that rain. They felt good because they swole up on you. And their flow got stronger. And everything that was alive in that riverbed got even more nourishment because there was a cleansing that was brought through. There ain't been a bad day made. And when you open your eyes today and say there are no bad days, you're working toward a vibrational frequency of continued acknowledgement of creation moving around you. In my spirit, when I hear in organizing people talk about deconstructing, I hear that a lot. And my young people out there, we hear you when you say we want to deconstruct models that are no longer working. I love it. Deconstruction is valuable. But you got to build something after you deconstruct, or else you're just tearing it down. Get this and write this, put it in the chat to understand that even as you are deconstructing, we're in the process of deconstruction that we've been here in this building. When you show up first Sunday, you're going to see significant changes. There was deconstruction that took place here, but deconstruction without reconstruction is simply demolition. Demolition is when you're not just, demolition is supposed to be a phase. But when you're simply demolishing and not building as a result of demolishing, that means you're just tearing up stuff just to be a fool. You know, some people come in, if you've ever done community meetings in politics, as I have had the privilege of having in life, shifting my lens, right? As I privilege, there's always one in a community meeting. I don't care how good your plans are. I don't care how good your intent is. I don't care how many rewrites you've had. I don't care how many times you talk to every single neighbor. There's always one who's going to stand up and feel as if they've been committed to be the agent of chaos. They go to the public meetings. What is their job? To deconstruct and to demolish. I don't like this plan. I don't like this plan because the traffic is going to significantly increase. Well, no, it's not. There's a back way for ingress and egress. I don't like this plan because of the type of people that are going to be here. Which type of people? Well, it's just going to be different people, so I don't like this plan because of that. Well, that's already been ordered. It's basically for the neighborhood people. I don't like the style of this building. Well, it's in compliance and based on the floor plans of every other building there. I don't like this. Okay, well, tell me this. What would you like to see? What would be your idea? Well, see, I don't even got all of that. I can just tell you, well, guess what? There you go. Demolition man. Don't be the person who demolishes and deconstructs without contributing something to the rebuilding. And I'm going to give you a secret, then we're going to turn to this conversation briefly. The secret is the ultimate deconstruction, the ultimate demolition, the ultimate reconstruction is existing inside ourselves, because that's what we really should be focusing on. What are you called to create? The agreement that you made with your creator before you got to this earth, I know you got to discover it. Sometimes it takes a moment to discover it. Younger folks, older folks, no matter what your age, it's going to take us a moment to discover this, and it's okay. In the discovery, as a part of the process, though, you understand that if you move through the world with an understanding that you came here specifically, you visited through your parents' portal, through your family line, through the schools that you went to, so that you could get what you needed to become your highest self. When you operate from that perspective and that lane, then all of these experiences become just another notch on the journey to strengthen you and not things that will break you down. What can you give us? Not me and Lady Kenisa. Not Infinity. Not your community with your family. What can you give back to the universe that produce so many environments that are ripe for you to be a creator? What can you give back? What are you willing to return? What are you willing to unleash? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to produce? What are you willing to discover? What are you willing to find? What are you willing to showcase so that when it's all said and done, and when you take that deep inhale and that exhale for the very last time, and on that exhale, you figure out what is coming next. What are you willing to lay on the table so that you can say, no matter what happened in my life, I said it what I wanted to say, I did what I wanted to do, and I moved through as a creator imbued with all of the powers of the big C, the high C, inherent within me. Somebody say in the chat, leave it on the table. Leave it on the table, baby. This table, leave it on the table. This table is your existence right now. I'm not talking about your existence in the future. So many people spend time focusing on everything that's going to happen to them when they die, as if God imbued you with this life because it was worthless. That the only thing that you're here to do is to suffer for your entire existence for a reward when you're no longer in this body. That's some old fraternity, hazing, military, sadistic God kind of stuff. I'm going to make an agreement to send this soul to this earth and imbue them with unique gifts that nobody else has. Give them visions that nobody else has. For them to go through life thinking that they have to suffer so that they could then come back and return, having to present only everything that they've suffered through for a reward. Sorry. Doesn't line up with anything in nature. You can show me anything in nature, and I can show you how it doesn't work that way. Even the struggle of the seed to crack out of the shell, to germinate during the hard months of winter when the ground is packed tight, even the chaos that goes through in that seed's shell to crack the outer layer and to push through that hard earth so that as the ground softens with the coming of the rain and the softening and the melting of the snow and the sun emerging in the spring, that it will break through to the surface to produce fruit in its same life cycle. You are here. You've been planted on this earth as a seed. And yeah, you got some hard times. Yes, we have some difficulties. Yes, we have some things that we struggle with. But guess what? Sometimes we're buried in manure. But that's the difference between a seed that looks as fertilizer as manure, looks as manure, and a seed that looks as manure as fertilizer. You take the crap and find the nutrients in it, because the universe is waiting for you. The God of your acceptance is waiting for you to break through to the surface. because you're here to produce fruit. So that's your high C punch today. That the universe, the creator, is jabbing at you to say, hey, wake up. Come on. Put your dick up. We got to do this divine dance. We got some stuff we got to put in here. And that's what the universe is waiting on for you. That's how we reach a point where everything that you have is full to overflowing because you're operating on your mission. You're not thinking about what you can't do. You're always trying to find new ways to create. I'm going to say it. Why? Because you are a creator. And it is your essence. It is your process to go through thinking of something, speaking that thing into existence, moving things out of the way in a chaotic fashion, and then ordering it into divine beauty. Guess what? This is your day. This is your time. This is your moment. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. If you have a question, if you have a comment, if you have an observation, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm going to talk to you in real time. If Spirit has something for you, if you have something for others, if you have something that you need from this portal that is open right now, take advantage of it, put it in there. Don't be shy. Let's listen to it. All right, Lady Kenitha's got her notepad full because she is going to make sure that she ain't playing on this.
Okay. All right. Here it goes. So, coming from that place of I am a creator, and something that that's been in my spirit for a while, again, is about balance. It's about the duality of. It is about the yin and the yang. It's about that good balance. And so when I was thinking about I am a creator, but I thought about also creation and also enjoyment of creation so that we're maintaining the balance. So you are a creator, but you're also meant to enjoy that you're creating. Because there has to be balance. There has to be the yin and the yang. There has to be balance. So when I was thinking about the process, because again, the process can be intimidating. The process feels like it's a whole lot, The process can be for us because we sit in a certain part of the process, typically the chaos part, and we never get to the order. And so when I was thinking about the balance of it, so we have creation, which is thought, speech, and the chaos that gets things moving. But the other side of it, the balance of it, is getting to the divine order, right? It's getting to the order and being able to enjoy what has occurred from the order, right? We are creators, but we are also meant to enjoy our creation.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
take it to the simple, when we were cleaning up here at Infinity, and we were going through a massive cleanup, and we thought about the cleanup and we spoke, okay, this day we're going to do the cleanup and we're going to take 2 days. And as we started even prepping a week prior to and pulling out everything, okay? Because before you can get order, right, there has to be chaos. So that downstairs was full. Star can attest to the kitchen
mercy, y'all.
being chaos. Everything in this building was chaotic. And it was very daunting when we started to look at all the stuff. But we kept going back to the original thought, the original vision, the original plan that stayed in front of us, okay, y'all? That original vision of we want clarity. We want this building to feel new. We want things to be put in their proper place so it's not hard to find. So we went through this process and we kept having that in our forefront, in our minds. Took pictures so we could see the progress. So each time we would come and we would spend a little time in one area and we would sort through it, we would look through, and we were putting it in piles. Is this goodwill? Is this trash? Is this something we're keeping? Because we were preparing our place for order, okay? It was daunting. But the thing was, if we had said, forget it, it is too chaotic, there is no way we're going, and we just sat in it, or we got comfortable in the chaos and said, well, you know, it's okay. People can just walk around the junk. People can just kind of walk around it.
My gosh.
It's all right, you know.
Disorder?
And just staying in chaos?
Yeah.
No. We said, no, the original plan is for order. And so each day we tended to it, right? We tended to the vision. We tended to that original thought. Each day we tended to that thing. We kept seeing the vision of clarity. We kept seeing the vision of order. We kept seeing what it was that we wanted, what we spoke in the beginning, that thought that we had in the beginning, even if everything looked chaotic. When we finished and we looked around, and people came in and were like, man, this building feels so fresh and so new. We sat in the order. We congratulated in the order. We were able to find things in the order. We enjoyed the order. And so I'm saying that because that was the thing with spirit, is that the process, y'all, the process sometimes doesn't feel easy. The process feels like a hassle. The process can be like, ooh, because again, we keep sitting in chaos and we give up before we have even had a chance to enjoy the order. Each and every one of us has this goal. Each and every one of us has a mission. Each and every one of us has something inside of us that we made in the beginning.
Absolutely.
That agreement that we made with ourselves and our divine source in the beginning. And we just get sidetracked because we stay in the chaos a little too long. But we can't forget about the balance. Creation. Enjoyment of the creation, that manifestation, enjoyment of the manifestation, right? The duality. It's the yin and the yang. It's the balance. There needs to be balance in this thing. That's why there shouldn't be struggle all the time, huh? The contrast is there so that you can enjoy. If you can get through the process.
I love it. If you can get through the process, and remember that you are working on that ordered things. I got a couple of really good statements and conversations that are going on in the chat. I love it. Jacqueline Cole says, every small C creator has the power to create, destroy, and maintain. You need all of those energies to grow, but in harmony and balance and in co-creation with God universe. That's it. You got that. That's that concept that's there. The self-work. Keisha has a good question, because she said here, and again, if you got one, by all means, we love it. Keisha said, you said earlier, when you keep asking, you're in fact doubting the universe on what you ask for and you don't believe. So Keisha says to continue, but the Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. Can you explain? I am so very glad you asked this question. Preview, I have a book that I'm completing on affirmative prayer. We're speaking that it will be available before the end of this year, that it is manifesting right now. Notice what I said there, Sister Keisha, right? What I said there was, I'm manifesting this book on prayer by the end of the year. That is what I'm speaking. I have prayed to God. I have prayed to divine source. I have prayed to the ancestors for the manifestation of that book as an acceptance of what I'm called to do. I have spoken it. As I have spoken it, I began to write it as well. You see, my initial conversation was the acceptance of the mission to write that book, particularly about prayer. That's it. So the prayer initially may look like, I am grateful that you have placed in my heart, oh God, this calling to put this book into existence. Continue to speak to me and through me as I continue to write these chapters, as I continue to frame this energy. I proclaim that it is in alignment, and so it is. That is an affirmative present prayer. I know it to be true. Every single day now, I am working on the actions and the chaotic action of manifesting. I don't need to go back to the exact same prayer that I prayed that first time. It was resolved, if you feel me, in the acceptance of what is from the creative no thing. What does that mean, Rev? That means that the prayer without ceasing means that you go through the act of prayer, that you go through the act of acknowledging. Prayer is when we speak to divine source. Meditation is when we receive and we stop talking. So yes, we speak to him. Prayer without ceasing simply means, and I interpreted it this way when I was in traditional church, it means yoga without ceasing, eat without ceasing, breathe without ceasing, drink water without ceasing, visit your family and relatives without ceasing, exercise without ceasing, practice your craft without ceasing. In other words, without ceasing means that it becomes a part of your spiritual practice. So yes, you're supposed to pray. But if you reach a point where every single prayer is about the exact same thing, then you're saying to God, I don't trust that you're going to deliver on that. We pray, we check. God, I speak that I received this from you. There it is. At that point, it becomes an affirmation. I am sick. I have been sick. I am praying now that I am healed. I am now speaking health and wealth into my life. And now every single day when I walk out, I know that I am healthy, I am healed, I am whole. It becomes my affirmation as I work through the chaos to provide the healing. But I am operating knowing God's already got it covered. I don't need to keep coming back to the same point. God, you know, I talked to you last week about this light bill, and it's still due. So God, this light bill is giving me trouble. Every time I look at it, I get anxiety. I know, God, I don't have enough money in my bank account for this light bill. And I know this light bill has been, do you feel the spirit of lack that is now being amplified? It is preventing you from being a little C creator. I got this light bill last week. Okay. Regardless of what the circumstances is with my bank account, all this, God, you are protecting me. You're the source of everything. I know that you're reconciling this. I know that you're working this out. All things are working in my favor. There it is. Prayer is done. What's my action? I know I got this light bill due. Okay, look. I got some things that I need. I got some things that I don't need. How can I generate revenue from that? How can I put out some phone calls to people I've worked with before and ask them if there's anything I can do for them right now? Do you see how my mind is now focused on creating? Because the reality is, with the light bill there, that's something that God already takes care of because he has uniquely gifted me with the skills. She has uniquely blessed me with the skills to do everything that I can. But I cannot get to the place where I'm creating out of my skill set because I'm too busy lamenting and needing to repeat what an omniscient God is supposed to already know. You think God don't know your light bill is due? You think God don't know you got some struggles going on in your family? So if we don't move into the space of creation, we don't have the revelatory moments that we must have for us to get up off our butts and to do the things that we can control. We don't control other people, but we can control the way we approach things. This is the difference between a person who sees a business obstacle as something that will shut them down and the other person who sees that as a business opportunity. And they say, how can I encounter this in a way that is going to work for my good? That's what I mean by shifting. So prayer is a part of practice. And that affirms it. It does not contradict what is said in the Bible. It does not contradict praying 5 days a day, times a day on your mat toward the east if you're a practitioner of Islam. It does not contradict doing a divination and doing an ebo and a sacrifice. It does not contradict it. It affirms that prayer is a practice. However, it's how you pray. And it's how you speak things. And it's what you truly take in to the prayer that determines whether it's going to manifest or not. If you take only the pain and leave off the promise, it's not going to manifest because pain and promise are not on the same frequency. When you align the pain through a filter where it become a promise, then you can recognize that all things are working for your good. When you take that into your prayer, you begin to proclaim things as manifest, and you see the change. That's what you do as a creator. See, that's a great question, though. Thank you for that.
Can I just
Yeah,
add
please,
too?
by all
That
means,
was
add that.
great, Keisha, because that helped me to understand too, with prayer without ceasing. And I've been recently looking at prayer as a conversation. So if I were to change the words from prayer to conversation without ceasing,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
great.
each day I've been going into, and I'm looking at it as a conversation with the divine in all of the things. It's that continual communion that I've been having. And so, but with the conversation, I keep seeing it where I'm staying open to what it's giving me to follow, the signs to follow through my daily everything that I'm doing, even all throughout the day. It's a continual conversation so that my path, in other words, is directed, you know. So if I just interchange that word, Keisha, that was so good, with conversation, you know, having a conversation without ceasing, that divine energy, that God of your understanding, you're in communion at
Yeah.
all times.
All
You're
times.
always
Always.
conversing with the divine who can see and notices, and that you're made up of, and you're going again on this journey and expansion of this creation, and you all are interplaying with one another and having a good time while that's happening.
And I appreciate you, Keisha, opening up that portal. I'm saying to somebody else out there, and Spirit hit it, and I just had to write it down. Don't make prayer an excuse for not creating. Don't make prayer an excuse for not creating. I had a conversation yesterday. I've been trying to get God to tell me. Somebody was talking about, trying to get God to tell me about the shift that I want to make. And every piece of evidence that they laid out to me told them to make the change. But I waited on God to tell me. And I went back through, I said, wait a minute, didn't you tell me that you got a financial opportunity in that state? Didn't you tell me that all the rest of your family moved there already? Didn't you tell me that everything that you're working on here is crumbling? Didn't you tell me that you get joy when you think about moving on? And they just looked at me and blinked, and I just smiled. I said, you waiting on God to tell you something else? All of the whole time. You know what, now that I think about it, of course, now that you think about it, because now that you think about it, everything is showing you the signs. But see, we make prayer an excuse. We say, well, I'm staying in prayer about it, but it keeps us from action. The highest form of prayer is action. And like you said, Lady Kenitha, it's a continual conversation. We're talking to God right now. God's talking to us. God's talking to you. Through us. God is actually talking right now through a conversation that is happening online. The conversation that is in the chat, it's just going crazy. People are sharing their revelations in real time. Prayer is conversation with the divine, Sister Destiny. The story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We used to say Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro, but we was just taking pride in the biblical connection. But not about praying in lack, but prayer a way that says, I know you can, right? And this alignment with divine will. Ask yourself this question. And we can pop some up on the screen. I love the comments in the chat. I love these conversations. Because God, if you look at that, the God of your acceptance and understanding, when it manifests, the only way it can manifest is from the perspective that is told in the old metaphor of the 5 blind men who are asked to describe the elephant. Well, the one who's holding on to the trunk says, oh, it is like a snake. The one who is holding on to the leg says, no, it is not like a snake. It is like a tree trunk. You know, the one who is moving on the side says, no, it is vast, like Stone Mountain. It is round and hard. Well, all of these things are true. The one who's pulling on the ear says, no, it's flappy like a kite. Only when they have a conversation with each other can they truly understand that what they're experiencing together is the elephant. Only when we have a conversation with each other. Only when we open this portal for powerful spiritual revelations can we truly understand the nature of God. God has this ability, if you will, to be all things to everybody that are in need. That's why you can't limit it. And we try to limit it. Why? Because we can't help it. We're creators with a small c. Some of us take us down a route, we go the wrong way. We're always reading something so we can prove how deep we are, as opposed to what we're here to create. And we see this a lot. Remember that in lieu of being in our divine purpose, there's always somebody waiting to insert themselves between you and the God of your acceptance and understanding. And they're pointing you toward their way, toward their interpretation. This has happened throughout time. There's always someone with a religion or a denomination or perspective that's here to proclaim to you that their perspective, that their religion, that their path is the right one, and everybody else is a false prophet. It's just like the false prophet game. We hear that so much. Ever since the internet exploded, and especially since COVID, we've had a record number of accusations of false prophecy. And people come to me, they say, well, how do you determine who's a prophet, who's false or not? I said, why do you ask me that? Why do I need to? I have no business determining what other people are out there doing. Let me go and turn within, because I am here on a mission to do what I'm put here to do. And the universe is going to align me with the people, places, and things to do that. Why am I concerned about whether somebody else is out there teaching something that people perceive to be false or not? How is it working in your life to manifest good? Are you communicating better with your family and friends? Are you shining in a way that people are joyful when they see you enter into a space? Well, guess what? It's working. To me, that is the greatest indicator of what is real. That which gives you the ability to turn within. I'm going to go to the, see if I have one in the chat. Somebody, Jacqueline is funny. You may have a light bill due, then you got a gas bill too. God will work it out. I love it. This conversation as we are in there, this energy is in there. How many of us have been taught how to pray instead of just being told to pray about it? That's great, Tashana. That's one of the reasons why I'm writing, completing this book, Outline and Complete. The book that I'm writing is actually focusing on teaching people how to pray, because that's important too. Much of the time we're taught, because of upbringing, that we pray in lamentation. Lamentation because it sounds good. It's what we knew. You know, we've gone through it. I can give you a lamentative prayer if you want it right now. It'll take me low in a low vibration, but because lamentative prayer is hyper focused on how terrible we are as human beings. If you're praying and all your prayers tear you down, Lord, as much man, my faithful servant, I'm not here for any shape, form, or fashion, or any outside show. I'm here, Lord. I'm filthy as a rag. I'm a sinner, and I'm just standing in the need of prayer. And I know and the cadence is good and it's meaningful. But you have to understand, well, I'm saying it has meaningness in history, because when you are going through getting a lash on your back every single day, and you could barely make it, there is something to that bridge that says to people who are in the ultimate state of depression, anger that cannot be expressed, you're trapped, you're in survival mode. There's something to say to those songs and those grunts, those guttural, that's an exorcise with an O, that is releasing those things from you. There's something about that. When you're in survival mode, when you're in survival mode and you're out trapped in the wilderness, you will learn how to drink rainwater from a horseshoe print, right? If you need to survive. And it will get you through. You might get a little sick, but it'll at least get you through. But Going back and staying in a place of lamentation that was there for a reason to get people through the worst times of their life is the equivalent, though, of you get a brand new house, you got indoor plumbing, you got an upscale water filter going through your refrigerator, and you still going in the backyard drinking from the horseshoe print when it rains. And then having the nerve to come back into your house and say, the devil's trying to kill me, I'm sick. You have now advanced to the place where you have a new way of getting your nourishment. So when you're in this chaotic phase of making the transformation of how to pray, we pray in proclamation. We pray in acknowledgement of the things we're facing, but we also seal that in a way that allows us to proclaim a new state of being. Let me say something about the chaotic phase, and then we'll move through because I see we got great people in here. This chat is great stuff. I started taking my walks, Dr. Tiffany said, without listening to music. Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lord. I started taking my walks without listening to music and audible, and have noticed I have more clarity about thought. Yes. Sister Tiffany, Dr. Tiffany, I'm going to tell you this because your comment goes for everybody. I joke and I say that, when the kids don't want to ride with me because my radio's broke and I hadn't gotten the radio fixed in the car. I'm all right. Sometimes I'm headphone, but I found that when I tune out the Little C's music, and Little C's out there who are creator, y'all got some good music, man. I'm serious. You're a Little C creator. Everything is good. I got it. I got it good. There is so much love. So much love for me. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday. And yet today's the day God's reminding me to look at you and see family. Oh, good music. But when you don't have access to it in the headphones, and you're riding along or you're walking along, Dr. Tiffany, and you don't have music playing or your cell phone battery dies, and you just can't listen to any music from any Little C creators, isn't it amazing how you begin to listen to the music from the Big C creator? When the wind goes sailing through the trees, when the drops start falling, the rainwater, and you hear them on the leaves, when the crunch of the grass under your feet reminds you that it's a time for you to take your shoes off so you can tune into the vibrational frequency, when you lay up or place your hand on that tree and you can feel the branch moving towards you, when you feel all of nature come together in the songwriter's song, join with all nature in manifold witness of thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars and their portions above. My gosh, to hear the song of nature. Isn't it ironic and isn't it powerful that by tuning out the little C's, which sometimes we need to get by, we listen to the big C and it changes the way we think because it reminds us to have the aha moment of why we're here. Sister Jacqueline says, Rev, how do we balance co-creation with God and people? We have to go within, and we also have to bring our spirit and skills together with others, where 2 or 3 are gathered. Absolutely. Collective consciousness. We're grateful for those of you. We just got through with a phenomenal new members class. And the conversation we took place around these 4 spiritual laws of prosperity that we teach in new members as ancient wisdom, to see it manifest in co-creation. It's a joy of my life. For those of you who are going to be joining Infinity Forward, I can't wait to get back into this environment with another class of people. When we talk about how do we balance co-creation with God and people, it's the same way that we balance how we dress. And for some reason, I got a black tie gala in my mind. I got invited to a black tie event with some really good people. Can't go because I had a conflict. But I've been before, and we like it. Sometimes you can get dressed up, and you can go. You got great food, got good music, especially when it's a good cause. It's the same way. It's what you do when you're preparing to go to the gala. I want you to think about that. How do we co-create? You're invited to the Black Tie Gala. So you first make sure that you have a great outfit. You want to make sure you have a decent haircut or hairstyle. You want to make sure that you have good accessories. And there's something that feels good about preparing for a grand event where you know you're going to dress up, you're going to be with good people, you're going to have great music, you're going to have great food, and you're going to have a great cause. So what happens is you prepare yourself for that all along the way so that when you even are headed to the event, you're feeling great in anticipation. When you walk through the door and people greet you, and people say hello to you, and people are kind of wearing something like, even though they have their own style with it. Then you have a great night, you have a great food experience, a great dance experience. You gave money to charity, and you say, man, what a great idea. This is how it goes in the world. How do you prepare yourself when you see that the world is working in your favor? When you see that you are from an abundant, everlasting source, that infects and effects and affects how you get dressed in the morning. It affects how you pray in the morning. It affects how you meditate in the morning. It affects how you walk through the neighborhood and exercise in the morning. It affects how you dress and how you go into the world. And then when you put yourself into the world in proximity of other people who have the same cause, who have the same abundant energy, who have the same affirming energy, who have the same creative energy, then you say to yourself, when it's all said and done, this is last breath. Oh, what a gala time we had. And I want you to see this life as the black tie event. I want you to see this life as the gala. That you got dressed for it when you were in the womb. And when you came out, you began to take the journey on, the arduous sometimes journey it was on, to prepare you so that when you walk through the door, the people who are supposed to have what you are creating, they say, oh, it's so good to see you. Let's make some music together. Let's have a good meal. Let's have a grand old time, such that when we in community reach the end of this journey, when we no longer need these earth suits, we will be placed in a place of higher elevation where we can look back on the journey and say, I put what I needed to put into the world.
A place of overflowing. That's from the place of overflowing.
It's from the
Full
place of
to overflowing. It's when we can co-create. It's from the place of overflowing.
I am from an
when
abundant source. Go ahead,
just
Christina,
abundant,
put it in there.
everything is pouring out of us. We can't help but to co-create from a place of overflowing, full to overflowing.
Full to overflowing. Sister Alicia's got it. That's why I don't take calls on my walk. I'm trying to hear Big C. That's when Big C is talking to you.
I know.
Big C talks to me sometimes in long showers. That's why I'm exploring getting a different kind of water heater, because I don't want to take up all the shower. We got so many people in our house most of the time. But I'm like, man, because I can't hear anything else. And so I'm there. Sometimes it'll spark a song. Sometimes I have a revelation. And y'all family, if I'm sometimes in, that's what's happening. I'm like it's one of the quiet places where nothing else is. And then Big C is like, ooh, let me drop this hymn on you. Oh, let me drop this song on you. Oh, I got one thing for you to put in that book. All of those things come there. And it comes sometimes in the waters and in mountains. Find your place where Big C talks to you. Thank you, Alicia. That's good. And when you're moving through the chaos, because again, I want to make sure. Okay, balance and co-creation. I answered that. Good. Taking my walks. Y'all, I love that. I love the story of the man sitting on top of the roof with a flood waiting on God to save him. Keeps letting people pass him by because he's waiting on God, not realizing they're sent by God. Absolutely. This is a good story, right? This is what we do. This is win here. Find a place where Big C talks to you. So I'm going to give you this one thing, and then we're going to close this out, because this is one of those ones that you replay. This is one of the ones that you send to your friends. This is one of the ones that should move you to do something differently. And if you're doing something that's working, that's great. Keep doing more of it. You're not crazy. There's something that I want to give you for chaos, and it was sparked by something you said, Lady Kenitha, when you're talking about cleaning up. Cleaning up can be chaotic. But I also learned the 3-pile method, right? The 3-pile method is when you're cleaning up stuff, you decide what you're going to trash. You're going to decide what you're going to give away or donate. And then you're going to decide what you're going to keep. Is that it? Is that right? Is that right, Sister Lisa? Okay. I'm talking to my experts in organizing around here, because I need to up some of my organization game on that. Decide what you're going to throw in the trash, because you don't need it anymore.
No longer serves.
No longer serves you. Then you decide what you keep, because it does serve you. Third thing is you decide what you're going to go donate, because it could serve somebody else.
Yes. In good condition.
In good condition. You better use that microphone later. Kanisa said, in good condition. When we do the clothing swap here, we ask people to bring in items. And the clothing swap, we started that with Infinity, where you bring in your gently used items. Y'all, quit telling our business. I love it.
We received some hair, some
We-
bundles,
we
old
had-
bundles.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, true story, true story. We had just purchased this property, I think, at Infinity. But the clothing swap is a new concept. We had to learn because, again, we're coming out of old systems. So when we say donate, give away the things that you no longer need, usually you give away the things that are gently used, that can be used by somebody else, okay? When you're doing that category, some things need to go in the trash because they can't be used by anybody else. Some things are just sentimental for you. So we had a nice donation of some used Remy hair bundles.
Old bundles.
Old bundles.
Yes.
I mean, by used, I mean well worn.
Yes.
Like we had to pick them up with some gloves and some tongs. You know, it was like, what? Who put the weave in the basket? You can't reuse that. Not
That's
like
great.
that.
I was like, this is great.
But we're learning. We were learning.
Uh-huh.
Okay, listen, we understand.
Most of it was really
Most
good.
of it was really good,
Yeah.
but they slipped in. It was one time somebody put a couple of, one was half used and one was 2/3 used secret deodorant. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, but that should have gone in the trash. So just what in life? Sometimes you got to trash old belief systems. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard to trash an old belief system because it was so powerful that it taught you that it was the only way to think. And you believed it. That's why it's called a belief. Doesn't necessarily mean it was a fact. Doesn't mean it worked for you. But sometimes you got to trash those things. Sometimes you got to trash your bad attitude. Is your bad attitude producing the results that you want in life? If it's not, why are you holding on to it? That's just the way I am. No, yes, it is, because that's what you're saying. But you don't have to be that anymore. You can trash that. You can trash doomsday when you find out, when you open that email or you have something sitting on your desk that you didn't expect. You can trash thinking about it as doomsday. And like we talked about last week, instead of seeing it as an obstacle, see it as an experience that you're supposed to have that will spark that little seed in you. You can trash thinking about things not working out for you. Trash it. There are some relationships that you can cut off and trash. You can just say, hey, listen, I need to close this. I don't have to be nasty about it. I don't have to be negative about it. I just have to trash it. Then there's some things that you can look at and say, what can I keep? This has become an effective practice for me. Tuning in on Sundays has been effective for me. Coming and showing up on First Sundays has been effective to me. Pouring into this place, I see results. It's been effective for me. I keep those things. Talking to these 2 or 3 people. Every time they talk to me, I feel like I can run through a wall. Keep them. And then donate or give away. There are some people who are going to do amazing. I mean, let me say this, y'all, from the heart. There are some people who have been in my life. They've been amazing people. I mean, they've been just amazing people. Beautiful, smart, intelligent, witty, crazy, funny, all of that. They will absolutely be amazing in a relationship with somebody else. But not with me. But I have to get through my ego of saying that just because I connected there, I have to always hold on to it. Keep them in a closet, locked up, never seeing the light of day. And some of them just don't fit anymore. They were good during that period of time where I wanted to just get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go to Perkins and, or get up and just ride until the interstate ran out or just go sit outside and do that. They were good during those periods. They helped spark the Little C Creator. But I don't do that now, so why is it sitting in the closet? I'm not using it, but somebody else could. Y'all need those somebody else needs those funny lunches. Somebody else needs those wonderful movie experiences. Somebody else needs that bowling night. Somebody else needs that. Free the space during the chaotic period where you're sorting. So listen, homework, y'all, this week. Begin to think through the nouns in your life, the people, places, things, and ideas in your life, and decide what pile they're going in. Are they being trashed? Are they being kept? Are they being given away and released into the atmosphere? Because the universe's abundance, it is full to overflowing, baby. Yes. So what I don't use, somebody else will find and maximize their life with. And when that happens, you don't look at the person and see that oh my gosh, I wish something bad on them. No, I wish something great. I see people who used to be in my circle. I'll see them on TV. I see them on the big screen, see them on the news, read about them in the paper, read their books. And Spirit tells me, awesome, because they may have been needed to be free from you to find their highest calling. Yes. Maybe to get where they needed to go, they needed to be free from you. Not because you're a bad person, but because you were a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. Y'all were just not made for each. You were not a fit. You were not in alignment. Stop operating in lack and open yourself to the abundant energy, knowing that when you are operating on what you're supposed to be doing in a small C, then high C is going to jab you and punch you and move you into the place of alignment so that you will find those pegs that fit you. That you will find those energies, those bricks and blocks of alignment that will seamlessly integrate you with your dreams and put you in community where people will always remind you of who you are. And I love this pointing out that Jacqueline has: trash and life-defeating beliefs when they're connected to our relationships and communities. That, you know what it is? It's tough. Because sometimes your community did come around. I did. I've been in communities at times, and my dad would always try to tell me about the people that I'm around. But I was around communities sometimes where people would say, like the brothers would get together, they want to build. And y'all know me, I'm in my overalls. Build to me means actually build, because I'm a builder. Right? I'm like, yes, what are we building? Building does not mean for me eventually, after 4 or 5 times getting together, building does not mean to me having the deepest psycho-intellectual analysis of the state of race and class that we could have. And then we don't do anything. Building does not mean to me unpacking how many stones are in the Edfu Temple in Kemet and what position they're in, and we do that, and then afterwards, we're still struggling through life because we're not doing anything. The people who built the temples, they did their thing. Yes. Now we're observing that. What temple are we willing to build? So I had to move out of some of those communities because, and guess what? The laughter was great. The brotherhood was great. Sometimes running through the woods, throwing football, it was great. But I had to move beyond that. But I'll tell you what happened as a result, though. I was introduced to a whole new community of people who were truly about building. Builders build with builders. Like attract likes. That's the energy that's in there. One more revelation you got, then we go. All right. I'm going to say this for people in, and then we're going to just say a brief perm and move us on out of here for today. A wonderful day today, y'all, at If Teaches. And thank you all for the gift of being a part of a spiritual community where we can have these conversations in real time. I run personally from communities where everything is dictated by one voice. You can't have a chance to interact with that voice. You can't have a chance to unpack. Those of you who have joined Infinity, you know Love and Light is like spark plug during the week. where we get to unpack this. I'm giving you all this for Wednesday. Set your reminders in the Band app, jump in, because they're going to unpack all the reactions to today's message as a result of that. That's the one thing that we have in community. Lose the expectation that people who encounter you while you are in chaos can enjoy stability. The relationships that we interact with, the people that we build, sometimes during the chaotic periods, they're not meant to last. If you're going through transition, you're coming out of an old relationship, and you're looking for that long term, understand that much of what you experience during that chaotic period is when you're finding yourself. So dating folks, wilding out, whatever you call that, I don't have any judgment on it. But that is not the stability that you're looking for. So if you're dealing with somebody who's not made a clean break, who has not moved beyond, who is not clear of who they are and where they are in life, and they're still in that point of struggling, yes, you can encounter people. Yes, you can help move through it with them. Yes, you can explore. But understand that chaotic energy does not work at the same time as alignment energy. It's a stage. So give yourself some grace to say, I'm in a period of chaos. I'm in a period of deconstruction. I'm in a period of demolition that is leading to reconstruction or brand new construction. So you're giving yourself patience in the process, and you can say to somebody, right now, this is where I am. I'm in a little chaotic period, but I know what I'm working toward. What are you working toward? You might be able to build together, but you're working in an ordered space. That's what this life's journey is about. Figuring it out and not giving it up. So I am encouraging you in this moment to not give it up, to align yourself with the highest parts of yourself, to take yourself either a dose, a drink of, or a little bit of jab of, a high C punch, because that giant creator lives and expresses itself through you and me. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Deep breath in and an exhale. Lady Kanitha, I'm going to ask you to give one of your wonderful perms today to take us in, because I love it. I love the way we do this. I'm going to ask everybody at home to just pause what you're doing, begin to take a deep breath, to receive and remember these lessons that we have learned. And as we open up this moment in this portal, we invite you to a place of affirmative prayer.
If we can just take a moment to close our eyes if you're able, and take a deep breath in, and then let it out. Oh, divine source, we are forever grateful for this moment. We are forever grateful for learning and expansion. We are thankful that we are able to come together. We're able to learn together. We're able to grow together and to move to another phase in our lives. We are thankful for infinity because it pushes us beyond. It makes us have to think bigger. It makes us have to expand in so many different ways. And as I'm here in this moment, in this wonderful affirming moment, in this moment of divine order, in this moment of love, in this moment of peace, and in this moment of joy, we can't say anything else but thank you. We are thankful for all of the journeys that we have had in our lives. We are thankful for the people, places, and things that have moved us from a place of chaos into a place of order. We are thankful that we are able to think a thought, speak that thought, and something happens. We are thankful for manifestation. We are thankful for all of the experiences that we have, because without them we would not grow. We are thankful for the contrast because it makes us see clearer in our lives. And right now I speak over everyone's life, from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet, that healing will take place in everyone's body, that love will cover everyone wherever they are, that healed relationships, relationships, healed families, healed finances are happening right now. We thank you for the snap. We thank you for the fortitude to keep going. We thank you that you are always with us, always present, always evolving, always seeing us in our best, always looking at us as best, always pushing us toward the best. We thank you, divine source. We thank you for that energy. We thank you for the male and the female. We thank you for that yin and the yang. We thank you for the balance. We thank you that we are alive right now. And as we are going through our journey, as we're starting to really look at this thing called life, it is never too late. There is never an age that it's too late. We have so much more to do, so much more to enjoy, so much more life to live. We thank you. We thank you for the healing. We thank you for the peace. We thank you for the blessings. Thank you, divine source. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I speak that when everyone is going through this week, that they will be reminded of that love, that they'll be reminded that wherever they go, they take me and all my relations. Mitakwiasin, that we are always covered. We don't walk anywhere by ourselves. We have the divine source and power. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the world, because we have the right type of glasses. We have the right type of vision. We have the right type of perspective. We thank you, divine. We are grateful in this moment. Amen. And Ashe.
Y'all, it's another great day. No bad days. No bad days. Mr. Bobby gave his lesson. There's no bad days. I got 2%, 4% on my little monitor here. So with that 4%, here's what we're going to do, y'all. Everybody that's been participating in here, as we get ready to leave Infinity right now, as we get ready to close this out and prepare for even next week, Yoga Sunday, I'm going to invite you to do something that is powerful that we do at Infinity. I want you to say something positive to somebody in the chat. Drop a love bomb on them, drop an affirmation bomb. Just say, love you, peace to you, power to you. Speak something specific in their life. Just go ahead and put it in the chat. You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to know anybody. You just have to just be able to speak something good to them. Do that as we put this energy into the world as we close service today. Next week, again, we have a wonderful activity going on here. But Sunday, Yoga Sunday, if you want to practice with us in person, if you want to show up, by all means, be here by 9:45 a.m. We'll open the doors so that you can come in and be a part of Yoga Sunday Live. We also are looking forward to the women's retreat. We're looking forward to everything else. I will look outside next Sunday for those of you who show up for a sneak peek. I will look outside to make sure there isn't anybody laid out unconscious in front of the Infinity Center, because you will be shocked in a powerful way to see the manifestations that we are putting into place here at Infinity. We're grateful for you. Lady Kenitha Carr, Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, we want to go ahead and play our song since we're going to sing it together. And we're going to invite you to sing it with us at home, wherever you are.
Go ahead and join with us. If you want to grab your family's hands, you can do that. If you want to recognize in this moment that this is how we do community at Infinity, the lyrics are on the screen. And we say that as our hearts and minds are now clear, and we move from this place into a world that awaits our light, as we join hands virtually, we feel the blessed energy of life flowing, energy that brings new life and new abundance. And as we raise our voices together as one, we tune our frequency into balance with the universe for the peace, for the love, for the joy that we accept in the present, in the right here and right now. I love it. Y'all are singing and typing good things to people. I love it. Spread that gratitude and blessing. Come on. If Today's a brighter day, and we are on our way. Then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's a day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. All right, let's take that up. Let me hear y'all. Come on. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's a day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak in this moment that the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, rock, and abide with you henceforth, now and forevermore. Let us all sing together. Amen, amen. Hotep shalom, namaste, ashe. On behalf of the entire Infinity Fellowship family, y'all, we invite you to know that we love you. That's a fact that cannot change. Share this broadcast with somebody. Re-up it. Share it on your socials. Let everybody know. We did some unpacking today, and we're looking forward to seeing you experience life that is full to overflowing. If you're new to Infinity, make sure you fill out the visitors form, and if you're ready to join, go ahead and let us know that too. We love you. We'll see you next week, same time. Peace.